Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new MyTEAM playbook, everything that is coming out tomorrow in MyTEAM. I don't know if there's anything else besides this NBA tournament battles thing. We'll have to see what this in-season tournament content is looking like. It looks like there's EVO cards, obviously, a Diamond JOKIC as the final collection reward, and then a Amethyst MPJ and an Amethyst Tyler HERRO as collection rewards. We'll have to see what all this content is looking like and what is in the playbook. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 15,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So looks like there's gonna be an evolution player card from every single NBA team. See who gets, and we can see who gets upgraded as the thing progresses. Obviously looks like JOKIC is potentially the final reward. We'll have to see what everything is in the playbook though. So let's check this out. And it hasn't been updated yet. You've got to be kidding me, dude. Update the playbook, please. Okay, well, 2K forgot to update the playbook, so unless I'm missing something, which it doesn't look like I am, I guess I will be back to continue this video here in a few minutes when hopefully the playbook actually winds up being updated, because they didn't update the playbook. Good job, my team. Good job, 2K. I'm so proud. It only took them another minute or two, but the playbook is now updated. So we're back. We're going to review everything in the playbook. NBA's first ever in-season tournament is here, and my team is ready for the competition to begin with new NBA tournament battles player cards. Here's what you can look forward to this weekend. My team is the new format tips off. 30 Emerald player cards are being added to my team's player market and pack market, each ready to represent their team. Each player can receive evolutions after their team wins on tournament nights, and if they win enough games, their emerald will evo all the way to amethyst or diamond. So it looks like the player representing each team will get an evo every single time their team wins. So that is really, really interesting. It says it'll create some powerful options for any MyTEAM lineup. It all depends on how good the cards are, to be completely honest. Looks like evos will be added on Monday, so they will not be updating them on the weekends, but we'll have to see what that is looking like on Monday. Here are each of the players. The Eastern Conference players are Tobias Harris, Bobby Portis, Pat Williams, I should say, Karis LeVert, Derek White, DeAndre Hunter, Caleb Martin, Mark Williams, Josh Hart, Wendell Carter Jr., DFS, I love myself some Dorian Finney-Smith, Benedict Mathurin, Jalen Duren, Gary Trent, and Denny Avdia. Would love to try to zoom in on this picture. Actually, if I can zoom in here, I'm going to, because I just want to. No, doesn't matter how much I zoom in, I can't see the positional upgrades, unfortunately. I'd like to be able to see what position these guys play, but we'll be able to see that better tomorrow, I would say, or you could manually zoom in yourself, download this image and zoom in just to see if there's any interesting positional things. Looking at these cards, honestly, well, none of these names jump off the page at me as truly elite cards, but I think there is potential that as these cards get evoed, we get some really good ones out of these. So we'll have to see what that is looking like. For the Western Conference, we have Norm Powell, Luke Kennard, Talon Horton-Tucker, Malik Monk, Jared Vanderbilt, Josh Green, my Mav, KCP, Jonas Valanciunas, Amin Thompson. Is that a 6'7" PG? Interested to see if Amin Thompson is a point guard. Keldon Johnson, Josh Okogie, Jalen Williams, J-Dub, J-Will, not J-Dub. This isn't the better Jalen. Well, I can say better. This Jalen was pretty good too. Nas Reed could be a dog. Anthony Simons hopefully plays point guard. And then Kevon Looney. Collection rewards will get you an Amethyst Tyler HERRO and Amethyst Michael Porter Jr. And if you get all 30 players, you will get Diamond Nikola Jokic as the final collection reward. And I think that might be all the content we're getting tomorrow. Jose Calderon is the second salary cap player for season 2. This is not a card that I'm particularly excited about, I'll be completely honest. But yeah, is this really all the content we're getting tomorrow? The last chance for Bosch he expires Saturday, so tomorrow is y'all's last chance. Friday is your last chance to get Bosch if you do want to get the card. A new gauntlet will begin soon, so that is a W. We will be getting a new gauntlet. We'll have to see if it's triple threat online or another mode, and we'll get details on that later. Unlimited rings, they already talked about this, but if you are caught up on your rings, you've already gotten an unsellable lift off deluxe pack, an unsellable season 1 player. Now you get an unsellable amethyst player as well. If you get your next ring. Is this really all that we're getting this weekend? Maybe I'm crazy, but this doesn't look like that good of content at all for a Friday drop. In terms of the cards to do gameplays with tomorrow, for me specifically as a YouTuber, tomorrow's content is not very good for giving me a lot to make content on, if that makes sense. But as a whole, while it's not super exciting for tomorrow specifically, it could be very interesting as a whole. Let's see what the schedule is looking like. Friday, salary cap is double XP this weekend. If y'all want to do that, you can grind a free DeMar and a free Darius Garland on Saturday and Sunday. Evos will be dropping, and a new dynamic duo with whoever the deal of the day is going to be on Monday. That's interesting as well. We'll have to see what that's looking like. The fact that they're talking about the deal of the day and the dynamic duo makes me think this is going to be a big name. It's going to be a actual viable dynamic duo, something that's at least interesting to people. New player cards are ready for Showtime. Does this mean we're getting a Showtime Part 2 drop with 3 more diamonds or something like that on Tuesday instead of amethyst, like that Vince Carter, Dr. J, and Anthony Davis set that we got a couple weeks ago, or like a month ago, over a month ago actually at this point, but could see something like that on Tuesday where it's just 3 players is what that sounds like, or looks like to me. Monday and Wednesday we will be getting Evos. That's fire. And then Thursday we have the Gauntlet. So Thursday will be the Gauntlet. There will be plenty of content next week, daily content between Monday and Friday. We will be getting new stuff every single day, whether it's Evos or a drop on Tuesday, Evos Monday and Wednesday, and then the Gauntlet on Thursday. So there's a lot of good content coming up in the next week, which is cool. A free player in the Gauntlet is fire. Really interested, honestly, to see what the prices are looking like, though. I need to know what these prices are going to look like for these emerald cards, because in terms of tomorrow's content itself, it's really just emeralds, and then 30 emeralds, and then 1 diamond and 2 amethysts, and that honestly might not quite cut it the way that I was hoping that it would in terms of tomorrow's content. I don't know. That's just not that exciting to me personally. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll probably come back and look at all these guys' positions specifically. And as the in-season tournament progresses, we will see how these cards progress themselves as well and continue to hopefully improve and become viable cards. Good for maybe salary cap, but also good for other things as well. And yeah, we'll have to see what all this content is going to look like over the next couple weeks as the in-season tournament progresses, because this could turn into some really, really good cards. But right now, for tomorrow specifically, I got to say this is a bit of a letdown for a Friday drop. With that being said, JOKIC might be tough. We'll have to see what JOKIC is looking like. I just think we already have a lot of good bigs, and the thing is, JOKIC cards in 2K generally are not nearly as good as JOKIC is in real life, because the thing about a JOKIC card is generally he's going to be kind of slow. Like, will the JOKIC that we get tomorrow look like this JOKIC is kind of what I want to know. He's a 93 overall, so he's probably going to be semi-similar to this JOKIC that we got last year. And he was 73 speed. Really good shooter, though. Good dunker. Defensively, not going to be great. This JOKIC will not be great either on the defensive end by any means. Offensively, he'll be fun and interesting. We'll have to see what his animations look like. I really don't know what JOKIC's animations look like in 2K this year. If he's got good animations, he'll be a really nice card. If not, well, he might not be that great, to be completely honest. We'll have to see. This card has potential offensively, but I'm not sure how great he will really be as an overall card. MPJ and Tyler HERRO, well, honestly, well, I don't know about those guys either. Tyler HERRO at least can play the point guard position, which is interesting. Like, he's got some size to him. MPJ, I guess, looking at his Series 1 card is not going to do much for us. Let's see if he's got a card from last year that we could look at that was close to a diamond. Michael Porter did get a Season 2 diamond last year, actually. 6'10", small forward, 86 speed and excel, 89 shot, 380 driving dunk, versatile defender. This was a glitched card, though. He was glitched defensively, so he had extra defensive ability that generally MPJ does not. Don't expect this card to be much in terms of the defensive end. He's going to be a really good 6'10" shooter, though. Probably a good pick and pop power forward. Will he defend well enough to justify a spot on people's lineup? We'll have to see. Tyler HERRO, also not sure. We'll see. This card is probably going to be another guy who did get a Season 2 card last year. Will not probably be quite as good as this, but he can play point guard, which is valuable because he is only 6'5", so he fits better at point guard than any other position. He'll be a great shooter. I don't know what HERRO's SIGs and animations look like this year, and honestly, that's going to be a big thing that decides how good Tyler HERRO is this year in my team is going to be how his releases and how his dribble SIGs are looking, because those will be very, very important to decide. Okay, D-Book dribble style is really, really good. That's a good start. Behind the back being Pippen, I don't think is great. Pro size up is, I guess, okay. James Harden escape is not an escape that I have used much, although it's on B-Roy, so I think he'll be all right. We'll see how he is, see if he holds any sort of defense whatsoever and how good of a card he is in my team. I can't sit here and lie like I'm super duper excited about the content for tomorrow, but in terms of what could be coming over the next couple of weeks with this, if they consistently update it and the cards themselves are affordable as base cards, because if you're looking at, let's say they're 20,000 MT per emerald, all of a sudden you got to get 600,000 MT to lock it in for JOKIC. I don't think they'll be that expensive, but The emeralds, then being able to evo them, my question is maybe if they're 10k, that's 300k for Jokic. Is that worth it? Probably not. I don't know, but it'd be interesting at least to have the cards and potentially be able to evo them and stuff and try them out for gameplays. For me personally, I probably will lock it in just so I have all the cards so that I can evo them and use them for gameplays. Because I'm going to continue to probably do a lot of gameplays with these cards over the next few weeks as they continuously get updated and become better. I just think as a whole, I'm not super excited about tomorrow's content drop. Jokic will be interesting though, and honestly MPJ and HERRO have the potential to be interesting as well. It's just not that exciting of a drop compared to I think what we're used to getting on Fridays, which is a couple of guys who are going to make the best team in the game. Like I think people were hoping for a Kobe or a LeBron today, and I also was kind of hoping for a Kobe or a LeBron to be leaked, and instead we get Jokic, who is obviously the best player in the league right now, one of the best players, one of the best big men of all time already, but not the most exciting card in the world, and a bunch of emeralds who, as long as the evos are actually good and these cards have potential and become good cards, this is an interesting set. If they're just bad cards, this is kind of a waste. We'll see. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.